I'm hearing that you're about to be going on a very unexpected trip. A very unexpected trip. I had to move that. I had a dress up on the dash because I thought it was gonna help with the lighting. It didn't help. It's a gray, cloudy, rainy day. I think that there's gonna be some really unexpected trip that you're about to be going on, or it's a trip that you already knew about, but it happens sooner than you were expecting it to happen. I'm feeling like the angels are showing me this really, really fast, like, influx of stuff happening. Almost like maybe you've been like moving really slow or feeling very rested in your body and just like been sleeping a lot is what I'm getting. You've probably been sleeping like more than normal and just feeling like I almost feel like you've also been really resting in feeling the grace of the slowness of your life, where you feel like very at peace. But it's almost like you've been prepared for an influx of things to happen. And so you've been resting extra, basically to prepare yourself for the amount of stuff that you're about to be doing. And I'm really getting travel, like, so significantly. So this is only, well, it could be for anyone, but I really feel like you'll know that it's for you, because this trip is gonna happen and you're gonna be like, oh shit, like, I was told, you know what I mean? I'm really getting a strong message that there might be more than one trip as well. Like, the way that I'm getting travel is like so abrupt. I feel like abrupt trips, it could be, again, like more than one, and I feel like it could all be like within a zone of time is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like you could do like a trip and then a trip and then a trip, and it could be unexpected that you're going to be traveling as much as you are because you don't have anything planned. None of your plans are solidified at this exact time, and so it could just like happen. I'm getting like a really beautiful, like, simultaneously, like, synchronistic happening, where it's like suddenly you're like, oh, this feels really good right now, and it just like falls into your lap, and it works is what I'm getting. It's almost like things that have been on a halt for quite a while. Some of these trips could even be experiences that like you've been planning for a very long time or feeling into, and they're finally happening for you. So it's almost like I'm hearing like the happening, like a happening where there's just, it's not that it's going to feel overwhelming. I just feel like it's going to feel like the complete opposite of this restful period that you've been sitting within. Not that you won't have rest in between, but I feel like it's just going to be like a lot coming in all at once is the energy I'm getting. I'm also getting like a really rapid heart movement, maybe like a little bit of like a jittery energy because you're just like doing or like going is almost the energy I'm feeling. I feel like you will get a rest period after all of that, again, to integrate everything that you have processed on the trips. So it's going to be this interesting like influx of, it's like a huge wave, and then right after you get the wave of silence and peace. But there's a lot that's gonna come in all at once for you. And I don't even think it's just gonna be trips. Like, I almost feel like it's gonna be like, maybe there's some random events that you attend that you don't see yourself attending. I'm just getting like really high significance. And I'm also getting a really weird random message right now that one of the trips could have correlation to someone I'm getting that doesn't have like super high self-esteem. Yeah, that's a totally random message. I don't know why that's coming through here right now. Maybe you have like a connection with someone that you like hold in really high regard, but you don't realize what they go through in their own mind. And for some reason that's coming, I don't know what that is. I feel like that's significant for someone. I don't know. You know when like a random message comes in and you're like, okay, I guess I'll talk about this, but like, it is what it is, right? That's what I'm feeling with that, okay? I do like the sun came out a little bit. So I'm gonna scoot back so that you guys can actually see my full face. Yeah, I'm hearing high significance. I'm really getting like events. They're showing me the 3 of Pentacles, but they're also, I really feel travel. So significant. So I'm getting like, you might have like even been prepping like a new wardrobe, or kind of like clearing your space out, or been going through, I'm getting a lot of like clearing in your body as well. Like maybe you've been having like physical things coming up to the surface that like you felt for a while but like haven't really like totally faced them. I'm almost getting that energy where like you're really like, maybe you've been like purging a lot of stuff, like again with physical ailments, like maybe you've had like breakouts, or you've had like certain parts of your body like flaring up in certain ways for a couple of years, and like I feel like it's all been like preparation of like your body purging energy for this influx that's coming in for you. I feel like there might even be significance of like you going somewhere that really makes you work on yourself mentally. That could be some kind of a retreat, but I'm also just getting the energy of like maybe you're going away somewhere that's like really disconnected from society, and like you get to sit with yourself and like really process. It's almost like your body has also known that this is coming in for you, and so your body has been bringing stuff up to the surface to basically like clear everything out, so that when you arrive at these places that you're supposed to be, you don't have like these ailments coming up in your body that could take you away from the experience. I feel like it's almost like your body knows before you know, which is really interesting. But yeah, I'm just getting a lot of like bodily ills and like things that have just been like clearing out for you to really sit with this experience. And I'm getting like a longer period, like a month and a half ish period, maybe 2 months of like travel in between the 2 months. It could even be 3 months for some of you is what I'm getting, but travel like sparsed in between, and it's gonna be like an influx of like things happening in these 3 months, and like I feel like it's gonna be like this really intense. I'm getting really warm. I'm really feeling like summer energy, but like it could be fall. I just feel like it's maybe you're experiencing like a late summer also, where like the sun stays out a bit, or maybe you also experience situations that like heat your body up. Like I'm almost getting like events, like you go to an event and there's so many people and like you're communicating and talking to people and like showing up, or like maybe you're going to some kind of an event where you like get on stage. I'm getting like this heat in my body where there are situations, for some reason I feel like you're a little bit more of like a hermit type of energy, and I feel like it's like the opposite of what you're used to, right? You're used to like being the hermit, and I feel like you're gonna be like out and about, and so that might heat your body up all by itself just because you're in situations that have a lot of people around you. Yeah, I'm also getting this really nervous energy, so I feel like these might be some experiences that you've never done before that you might feel a little like, they might feel nerve-wracking to you, but I'm just hearing that this is like, I really think this is a beautiful experience in time for you. Like I'm getting that this is really important. I'm almost hearing a message of like, how are you supposed to meet people and affect people and get your name out there if you're not out there? It's kind of the energy that I'm feeling. Like you gotta put yourself out there is what's coming through. And I feel like the universe is putting you out there. The universe is like, okay, get out there. It's time for you to like, and I'm also getting this energy that there's gonna be like a good diversity of experiences where like some are with tons of people, or some are like in settings of people, but I also feel like you're gonna have the opportunity to really like dive into yourself through these experiences. So you might like have energies that come up that you like get challenged in certain aspects, but you also have the time in that period to like go off and be with yourself. So it's not like you're really losing your hermitness, you're just going out into new settings with your hermitness and you're going to experience and then get to hermit with yourself, like on a walk or something in nature, and process is what I'm getting. And so it's almost like I'm getting this energy where like the angels are kind of like sprinkling you into being more in the world, because I feel like your essence is very valuable and needed. I'm getting a really strong message, like at this time specifically, like we need you. Like we need you out there. We need you healing and doing what you're meant to be doing out there. And when they say out there, they mean like around people. Like I'm feeling this energy that you're a very natural healer. I also think that you alchemize energy. You may be very empathetic. Again, with the hermit energy, like you could live off by yourself and really like run away from people because you are so empathetic and like you need to be in your own energy, and that's your favorite place to be. but I'm really feeling like you are a natural like alchemist. And so the way that you process energy in public settings is just so, it's almost like more potent than a lot of people do. And it's really necessary at this time for you to be doing that, is what I'm getting. And so your angels are sprinkling you all over in the next few months, like kind of slowly integrating you into being around more people, because the way that you naturally alchemize energy is very significant at this time, especially as we're going through such potent energetic portals, is what I'm getting. Ooh. We have the 8-8 portal coming up too. You could have some kind of a trip literally falling over the 8-8 portal. I wouldn't be surprised at all. The angels love to throw you into new settings or settings where you need to be during portals. It's honestly so funny. But I feel like you could just be alchemizing really potent energy at that time, or needing to be off in some specific type of place over the 8-8 portal. What else do we have? Also 11-11 could be really significant, is what I'm getting. And I also just know that September itself is a really big month for everyone according to astrology, so September could be a really significant month as well. Okay? Yeah. I'm also really, I'm getting a lot of notification of my peripheral. I've noticed 2 different people walking past the car as I've been channeling this energy. I feel like I'm really getting like busy energy. Like you might even go to a city for some reason, like unexpectedly. I feel like just like people passing by is like significant for some of you. Like I feel like you might just need to be in that space, like because of the natural healer and alchemist that you are. And also I feel like your energy is so attuned and potent at this time because of the way that you are connected to yourself and your source, and because of that frequency that you are bringing that into settings that don't have as much of your frequency. So you might feel a little like out of place in some of these places, but it's really significant for you to be there, because it's almost like the angels are using you also to introduce new frequencies into zones that don't have much of your potent frequency, and it's needed the most in those settings. Okay, so there's almost also guidance here. There is guidance here that when you're in those settings, if you feel out of place or a little odd, just remember that you're there because you're one of a kind and you're needed in that space at that time specifically. And also remember to hold your value much higher than you do normally. Like really strengthen your relationship with yourself. You may have also the past few months been strengthening your relationship with yourself because you've been again preparing for this time, okay, for you to be in these settings. I feel like just hold your value for yourself so incredibly high and treat yourself like so kind of like royalty is what I'm getting. Like really treat yourself like royalty, and because you're going to be around energies that aren't on the same frequency as you are, and it's significant for you to be there. Like you're extremely needed at this time in these spaces, in these rooms that you end up in wherever you really like are getting placed. I really feel like this is like divine. Like I'm getting energy of like the angels picking you up and plucking you into places. So I feel like you're really like being placed strategically in these specific rooms that you're meant to be in at this time, and that's that travel, right? That's that like where you're getting thrown around. Like I feel like, and for the past little while I've been getting these messages from the angels where they're like, you're needed in all of these places, and your potency is so strong. And oh, what was the other one? Basically, like, I totally just left my brain. Anyways, like the angels have been like, I feel like throughout all the past messages, the angels have been like hinting at little things of like, there is something really big going down for you, and you've been being prepared, and like, yeah, like your value has been rising, and we've been really working on self-value and self-worth a lot, right, throughout all these messages. And I don't know if you guys have watched all of them. You might be brand new to this channel. If you are, like, congrats for getting this message first. Like, that's fucking cool. But it looks so dark. Meh. But it's just so significant for you at this time to like really hold your self-worth so high. I'm also hearing like when you end up in these places, you might want to make sure that you have a protective crystal with you at some point, or something that makes you feel really secure. Yeah, or just like have like a crystal bracelet, or buy some kind of new crystal that feels like a protective crystal for you, or even enhances what you experience at this time, because I almost feel like you're literally walking. They're showing me a portal card from, I think it says open portal, but it's from my starseed deck. I feel like you're literally walking through a portal, and this like time frame is a portal for you. And so even having some kind of a crystal that you really align with that enhances this time frame for you to really alchemize for yourself, not just for others. Like, what you're meant to do for others is exactly what you are. Like, just be yourself. Be the most authentic version of yourself as you can be, because that's going to challenge people the most, right? Like, just show up exactly as you show up with yourself. That's all you need to do with other people. But with yourself, like, alchemize the fuck out of these experiences. Like, if you feel called, like, get a crystal that's really gonna like create a more intimate potency of the experience for you. Like rapid transmission for you, so that when you come back into your peace after this, and then you like integrate for a few months after this, you really have like so much to integrate, is what I'm being told. Like, so much to process in a beautiful way. I think that I really need to signify that this is like a very beautiful channeled message. Yeah, because it's not like, I feel like you've been through experiences where you've had potency before, but it wasn't good. Like, and it was good in turn is what I'm feeling. But I'm getting this energy that like, it was like, you look back at it and you're like, that trauma became the salt and pepper to my personality. Like, that's how I feel like you feel about that. But this time, it's not really like that. Like, it's different. It's not going to be how it once was for you. It is going to be like this experience of extreme potency, but also like build up of your name is what I'm getting, or your essence in the world, however that really means. Like, who you are is going to be enhancing too. And I also feel like your physical world is really going to reflect this as you're moving through this. It's like you're going to go through like this rapid rise is what I'm getting, like things speeding up. But like, also you're not going to feel like you're speeding up. It's just things are going to speed up all around you, and it's just gonna be beautiful. Like, it's going to feel like almost like dream reality is what I'm getting. They're showing me dream world from my Cosmos deck. Like, it's going to feel like a world that you have felt before, but this is the first time you're actually seeing it happen in front of you, is the energy that I'm getting. And I also just got such a beautiful grounded energy. Do you feel this? Like, such a beautiful grounded energy. Everything's been a little jittery because I think that you also like have been feeling nerves building up. You've also probably been experiencing nausea for the past like 3 to 6 months, like really intensely. I'm getting that that's because you can feel this time coming in for you. And again, your body was like basically like feeling the future, which is super interesting. So that's that like nerve-wracking energy. But I just got hit with this crazy, beautiful, like steady energy. I feel like you're going to grow very comfortable in this happening. Like, I almost feel like you're gonna feel even more solidified in yourself in this happening. I'm also getting a little bit of an energy of like recognition energy. Like, you might have some moments. That was the biggest bird in my life. I think it was a nene, but I was unprepared. It was huge. Birds can be significant, really big birds. What was I saying? Oh, I'm getting a little bit of an energy of recognition. I feel like you going to new places, there might have really you might experience very synchronistic moments in these random places that you're in, where people are like, oh hey, do I know you? Like, that's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Like, I feel like it's the universe stepping into people and saying like, do I know you? Like, moments of recognition, because your energy is so necessary there. That will be such a fucking confirmation for you if you end up in places in the next like 2-3 months and someone says, do I know you? That will be such a mad confirmation. So if that happens, you have to come back and tell me. Because they're telling me that that's going to be like a big thing or confirmation for you that you are so meant to be in those places, okay? Or even just running into someone that like is so synchronistically weird for you to run into in a place like that, where like maybe they don't even live there either, but you're both just there. I feel like that's like very angelic orchestration, where again, like the angels are plucking people up and putting them in places to raise the vibration or the frequency of those places so that it can start to attune itself as a like city. Let's take a city for example. So this city like needs help, right? Like needs love in it, needs more high vibrational frequencies in it. So the angels are taking these like star seeds or these star beings, implants into earth and plucking them up and placing them all in the city at the same time, and then synchronistically you might run into each other because you guys are on the same frequency but the rest of the city isn't, and so you guys all being there at a very specific time is going to help the city's vibration rise to match your guys' frequency, which is why it is so significant for you to hold your values so incredibly strong. Again, just remember that you are in these places for a very high divine purpose, and that purpose is to basically like overflow your authenticity into the zone. So just being the most authentic possible version of yourself that you can be in these places. I also feel like you're gonna feel really called to connect with very specific souls over the next few months, and you might go to places to meet people or be around specific souls is what I'm getting. I'm gonna restart the camera. 2121 as I'm talking. It actually was 2112, not 2121, but I read it that way. Okay. Is there anything else in regards to this message? I'm hearing that before this time is happening, you may have been experiencing, it looks so dark. You may have been experiencing, I'm getting like a clearing out. You may have had like a lot of people clearing out of your life suddenly, or like certain things just like cleared out, or connections that you've had have just cleared out. It's not like they really ended, but they just cleared out really rapidly, and so you may even be in like a devastation or an energy of like, that's really sad that just like ended, but it didn't really end, it just like disappeared. It was like ripped out of your life is what I'm getting. I'm hearing divine protection in those regards, but I feel like that's been happening because it's almost like the angels are pulling all other frequencies away from you so that your frequency can illuminate and fill the space, so that it's so potent when they pick you up and pluck you somewhere new. I feel like that's very significant. I also really feel like nature is significant. Like I'm getting like portal places. Some really crazy portal places that you might feel called to go to. I'm hearing Sedona. Sedona is a big portal place. Sedona, I had a friend tell me, I've never been there. Maybe I'll go there. I don't know. That would be damn funny. I had a friend tell me that like the trees grow in spirals there. Tell me that's not fucking crazy. Portal places, Hawaii is a portal place. I'm getting Costa Rica. South America in general is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Rio. Europe. I'm hearing less about Europe, but I think if you're called to Europe, there's going to be very specific places in Europe, like a random island on a map is kind of the energy I'm feeling. Yeah. I'm hearing Guatemala. I'm also hearing New York. New York could be really big for some of you, and LA. Those are classic though, like they're not really portals, but I'm hearing those as like cities that people might need help in. So just go there and have a great time. Have a good experience. I'm hearing Louisiana, New Orleans. That's a place that I've always felt called to go back to. I don't know if that will happen now, but they told me to mention it for some of you. I'm also hearing Japan. Yeah. A bunch of random cities or places that could be significant. I'm also hearing Madagascar. I had a friend go there once. That's a random one. Yeah. Okay. 333. Any other information, angels, that wants to come through in this channel? I'm hearing say yes. They're pulling me back to the energy of like, you're going to be in these rooms, these very specific rooms. And when they say rooms, it's not like a room, like a 4-box corner room. They're giving me like these events that you're going to be attending. That's the room, right? Like it's big rooms that you might end up in, or like at random events or places that you were meant to be in. They're pulling me back to the significance of you being there. It's like, I'm hearing say yes. So you might get invitations to certain things. You might get more than you feel into. They're saying lean towards yes instead of saying no. Like, even if you don't feel called to some of them, like even if you're like, I don't know about that, I don't know if I feel like super aligned with that, they're saying like some of these things are coming to you, like especially events. This is very directly towards events. Some of these events might not feel calling towards you because you don't like to be around people. Like that might be a block that you have, but they're really saying like lean towards yes. Like sometimes it's more divine that you're in these places for others than even for yourself, even though it will be divine for you to be there for yourself. Like you'll have a cool experience. They're also saying that you won't regret going. They were also giving me a message earlier this morning. Money returns, time doesn't. Money returns, time doesn't. Money returns, time doesn't, is what they kept saying in my head when I was driving this morning. So I feel like there's like really strong significance to like go on the trip, book it, like go somewhere if you're invited, like spend the money to go, because the thing that you don't get back is time. Or yeah, and the experience, the time that you're not going is what you don't get back, but money, it will return. They're also telling me that like if you trust them to go on vacations, even vacations or these experiences, whatever they are for you, like if you trust the angels to go on these vacations that you're feeling called to go on, or that they're telling you to lean in towards, they will bring your money back tenfold, is what they are saying. So they're saying lean towards yes, like try and say yes and be open, like really be open to just like throwing yourself around, like letting the angels toss you around for a few months in places, because you're just like, how else are you going to be in these rooms unless you let them take you there, is kind of the energy I'm getting. And I really feel like this is a huge message for like hermit energies, because I'm just feeling such a strong energy of like, maybe you love being at home and you're like, but I like it here, and like nobody bothers my peace here, and I don't know about going out in the big wild scary world. But I just feel like they need you right now, like, and they want to pluck you up and toss you in specific places, and you might even meet some really divine encounters or people that you're supposed to meet along the way. But again, like that strong message of like, how are you gonna do that if you're hiding in your home? You know, there's such a strong message here for people who like really hide themselves away. You. And just like letting the universe again like pluck you up and toss you around. Okay, lean in, the money will come back. Okay, that's it. Okay, I love you guys so much. If this message resonated with you or showed up on your browse features, I would absolutely love to know. You can mention it down in the comments if you want to. I will see you guys in the next message. I love you. Bye.